Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now, in today's video, I wanted to really talk about Skyler and why I feel like this unit is going to be a must-have character. So, after I reacted to the version 1.2 trailer, I recommend you guys to check out that video. But after I reacted to that trailer, I did some research. All right, I did some research. I wanted to dig in some more, try to see some more info on the next character. I wanted to, see her kit, see her overall value. So when we come over here to the Pride 1 tier list for the CN version, Skyler is currently sitting in A tier. All right, she's going to be in A tier. But for the global version, she doesn't have a rank yet because she's not in the game, which is understandable. So she's going to be a tactician character, tactician lightning unit. So one of the main things that holds back lightning characters is when you they're only when it comes to damage increase, right? You want to put them in an explosion team because explosion is pretty good. It increases damage and the reaction is very satisfying. It's really good. But when it comes to other elemental reactions like electroconduct, for example, you're mostly stunning enemies. You're not really getting a huge damage increase when it comes to electroconduct. But I feel like Skyler, putting her in an electroconduct team is actually not going to be that bad. It's actually going to be very good. And I feel like Skyler is going to be like the missing puzzle when it comes to lightning characters being like, the top meta units. Because when we look at the damage dealing category, Jean is currently like I think Jean is like one of the best DPS units in the game, alongside with this character as well. But Jean, she's a lightning unit. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Why do I feel like she's going to be a must-have unit? So since we're going to have Boreas, who's going to come in the next update, a lot of people are going to summon for him because, this guy is fucking broken. He is absolutely insane. But what about Skyler? Is she going to be worth it as well? Should you go for her? In my opinion, yes, you should go for her. And the reason why is because when you take a look at her kit, it's insane. So for her combat traits, it says for the base effect, this is pretty much you having access to, you don't really need her at like, let's say seed level 1. This is like her base effect, like S0. This is what you're going to get. It says after casting a skill, it enters bedtime story for 10 seconds. During this duration, basic attacks deal lightning damage equal to 350% final attack to all enemies within a 200-mile radius. Unruly Starburst is considered a summon. When Unruly Starburst damages enemies, it reduces their lightning resistance by 30% and their water resistance by 10%. Triggering this effect again will refresh the duration. So this is crazy. The fact that she has lightning resistant shred and water resistant shred is pretty good. And another thing that's really valuable about this unit is the fact that you don't have to rely on a memory trace or her being a leader in order for you to unlock this skill. Because when you look at units like Azusa, for example, right, we come back over here to Azusa. The only reason why Azusa is like a top tier unit is because of the wind resistant shred. She is the only wind element unit at this moment that can activate Blood of Revia. She's the only one that can activate that memory trace and activate that effect. So therefore her value is pretty high. But the only thing that's holding back Azusa is that in order for you to activate Blood Revia, you have to put her as leader or you have to get the memory trace. If you don't have the memory trace, then you have to put her as your leader. If you don't want to put her as your leader, you can't activate that wind resistant shred. So, there's like some restrictions when it comes to Azusa. You have to do those two things, not both of them, but you have to do one of those two things in order for you to get that wind resistant shred. Meanwhile, for Skyler, it's like, okay, there is no memory trace, right? And you don't have to put her as a leader in order for you to activate the lightning resistant shred. You just put it on your team and boom, lightning resistant shred, water resistant shred. And of course, the more copies you get on her, you guys can see if we come down over here, the more copies you get on her, the more you can increase the water and lightning resistant shred. So I'm pretty sure for level 1, it says lightning resistance increases by 45%. So that's really good. the fact that this base effect, the fact that the lightning resistant shred and water resistant shred isn't locked behind a memory trace and a leader skill is really, really nice. And it pretty much allows you to build a flexible team. So, what is going to be the team for this character? What is going to be the best team comp for Skyler? So, I had to do some crafting, theory crafting, trying to figure out, what's going to be the best team for her. And honestly, putting her in a team where you have a unit that can enable water zones, that can create water zones, is going to be very good. So the reason why I say that is because when we come back over here to her kit, it says somewhere around here, if I can actually find it for you guys. This is one thing I can't stand about these damn websites, bro. It's actually kind of hard to find some of the information you're looking for. You have to read through all of it. There's a part in her kit where she increases extra damage, like the extra. Okay, it's actually the passive skill right here. There it is. It says, this is a leader skill, by the way. It says increases extra damage by 10 to 25%. The effect is doubled in a wet environment. It does not stack with damage, blessing, diamond, whatever. So putting her in a team where you have a character that's going to create water zones, you're going to receive this extra damage increase, which is very nice. And then for her other passive skill, high voltage strike, it says when electrolyzed explosion electroconduct is triggered, the affected targets take 20 to 60% increased damage, condition all echomancers. So her leader skills are very, very good. You definitely want to put her as your leader in whichever team comp you want to use, because you're going to receive a lot of damage increase from this unit. So her leader skills are very, very nice. So the team that I'm thinking about for this unit, you have Skyler as your team leader. That's one. Your second character is going to be Foray and Fernay. And the reason why is because Foray and Fernay, they're like the best water zone enablers in the game as of to right now. They can create a large water zone, which is really good. So putting these two characters with Skyler is going to be very good. But one thing I realize is once we have Uni in the game, Uni is going to replace Foray Fernay, because Uni is like the best, water zone enabler. You guys can see right here, the core of water and electrocution teams. Uni excels at creating water zones and breaking enemies' block gouges. Her seed skill refreshes the cooldown of her active skill, allowing her to deliver a high burst. At 3 dupes, she's also capable of increasing crit rate for the team. So Uni is obviously going to be, she's going to take electrocution team to the next level. She's going to take it to a whole new level. So as up to right now, since we don't have Uni in the game, Ray and Fernie are pretty much going to be like the backup characters for Uni. Once Uni comes in, you want to replace Foray and Fernay and put in Uni. So you have Skyler as your team leader. You have Foray and Fernay. And then the third character is obviously going to be Freda. Freda's going to be in every team because she's just that fucking broken. And then after you have Freda, now for the fourth character, this is where things start to get interesting. For the fourth character, it can be Lydia, because Lydia is a really nice lightning DPS unit. She is a 5-star character. So, she's actually pretty good. Her damage is going to fall off compared to other 6-star characters. But as of to right now, for the global version, she is still an A tier. She's pretty good. So putting Lydia on your team is going to be very nice. Now, another character that's probably going to be good in this team. The thing is, you're going to lack tank units, and you want to have tank characters. So if you're going to put Water Zone alongside with Skyler, you're going to have Electroconduct. So putting in like a fire character, like let's say Mo, for example, I don't think that's going to be a good idea, because you're going to have like, sure, you're going to have 2 elemental reactions, which is going to be very good because Mo is going to create that fire zone with her ultimate, which is going to be very nice. So, I think Mo wouldn't be a bad pick as your tank unit for this team, or you can run a unit like Laurel for this team. But I think a pretty good team would be Skyler, Lydia, Foray, Fernay, and Freda, because Electroconduct has a lot of stun. So being able to stun enemies, I don't think they will be able to, like, those enemies will be able to reach your support or DPS characters. So that's the team I'm thinking of as of to right now. Skyler as your team leader, Lydia as like your, I'll say, sub DPS or DPS character, because Skyler is going to be a DPS unit. So I mean, they put her in a specialist category, So she's probably going to be more of like a, like some sort of like buffing sub DPS type unit. So putting her with the DPS character like Lydia would be very nice. And then Frey, Fernand, they're pretty much there for that water zone, and you have Frey as your buffer. That's a team I'm thinking about. You know, that's a team I'm gonna try to build with Skyler. If it doesn't work, then I'm just gonna put in Mo as like my tank unit, so that Skyler will be able to get that explosion elemental reaction. So yeah, man, that's pretty much my theory when it comes to this character. I feel like she is definitely going to be very, very good. And sure, Boreas is going to come after her. You should obviously get Boreas because he's going to be broken as fuck. But at the same time, I think Skyler paired up with Uni is going to be absolutely insane. The lightning resistant shred is nothing to sleep on. It is very, very good. And the fact that she doesn't need a memory trace to activate it or a leader skill is really nice. Really, really good. So that's my plan. My plan is I want to get at least one copy on his character, Skyler. And then after I get that one copy, of course, we're going to save up for Boreas. But once I get this character, of course, I'm going to do like a summon video of me summoning for this unit. And I'm also going to create a video talking about, team comps for Skyler, because I'm not going to lie, I am very excited for this unit. Looks pretty good. Really nice character design. But the main thing I'm excited for is that lightning resistant shred, the water resistant shred, and seeing how her performance is going to be in electro conduct team. So I'm excited, man. We have a few more days until the next update. Cannot wait. I think it's going to be next week. Yeah, next week is going to be lit, bro. It's going to be Christmas next week. Yeah, next week is going to be fucking lit. But tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you guys have any other theories when it comes to Skyler, let me know. But I hope you guys have a good one. I'll be seeing you guys soon. Peace.